Okay, folks. Chassis versus chassis. Over here we got the Vanquish VS 410. Add some weight to the front. And we got the Red Cat Ascent. The regular version. We'll start off with the Vanquish first. We'll see what the Ascent can do. Mind you, I'm driving with one hand, so I gotta film with the other. So here we go. It's kind of wet out here, so it's gonna be a little extra challenging. ESCs on both were set to the stock factory specs. Nothing over. Our little entry point there. Under the leaves. Over the rock. This is going to be the slip part right here. These rocks are wet. So far, so good. I mean, it does it. It does the thing. Slide on slider there. Way down. Let's see if we can run it back. Again, the rocks are wet tonight, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge here for both vehicles. And that will make it. Give her a boost. Oh, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Up and over. Up and over. Over it. Yep. Chassis was put together in a factory specs, no adjustments made. Coming through. See if we can't cut to the left. Bringing out the slot here. Like I said, I'm driving with one hand. Alright. That's pretty good. Shut her down. there's that one. Next up's gonna be the red cat. Oh. If the old red cat can do it. No, I don't have any brass down low. I don't have any brass on the axles or adapters. So, in all fairness, no, it's struggling right there. I'm gonna have to boost it up in there. Okay, we got it. See, so I believe the Fusion Pro and the Fusion SE, they're about the same smoothness, in my opinion. I mean, really, I don't think you really need the Pro. It's got a few extra, like, doodads on it, but I don't know. I mean, if you really don't need it, then just go with an SE. It's making it up in. Starting to slip a little bit there. Oh no, it makes it. Oh no. Hold up. Alright, we're gonna recommit that. There we go. Picked a better line, a bigger booger. Maybe. No. Alright, I gotta perform a rescue. It got jammed up in there. Alright. Alright, let's see if we'll make it the other way. Got it up there, but I had to really jimmy jam on it. Again, these tires, I don't have any inserts in these tires. I don't have any brass down low on them either. I might have to correct that. There we go. Get it up out of there. test for the Vanquish. Wow, that surprisingly took a little bit more throttlage with the Vanquish. But it did it. Oh, wait. Uh-oh, what we got here? What we got here? Oh, Bruce and Deb and the old Red Cat Gen 7. They said you all having a comparison. Tell you what. They just had the old Fusion SC installed with some new AR-44 metal axles. They said they ain't going down without no representation here, so here we go. See if this old girl can do it. Oh, right up in there. Come on now. Here we go. Make it? Yeah, this thing's a bone stock. Well, not bone stock, but stock chassis Gen 7. It's getting up it. Old Bruce said, I ain't going down without a fight. Said you take that Vanquish, you go Vanquish. Uh-oh. Spoke too soon. Oh, no. Yep, hung up. Alright, we'll give you a winch. Try that. Might winch them into a bigger hole. Alright, here we go. Bail out number 2. Now, this thing does have some torque steer. That's because of them camel hump heads. Let's see if she'll do it the long way. Make it. That ain't gonna do it. Get it. That ain't gonna do it. Oh, Bruce ain't got enough gears. second go around, the first go around. Now the old grease is warmed up a little bit. There we go, pop it up in there. See if she can go the other way. He said he ain't scared to put his Bud Light where his mouth is any day of the week. Having a little trouble there. There we go. Got it over. Ooh. He got her all squeezed out. Alright. Got it out of there though. There he is, spat found the paint. Climb this big old rock. Yeah. Put the masks in not too long ago. There's some just cheap Amazon AR-44 one of these. Oh yeah, up and over. Goose knows what he's doing. My dad married him. Yes, sir. There you go. There's the ultimate winner. There it is. Let's see if we can't take the back road this time. He gets it up there. Just gotta know how to plant your tires real good. Something jammed up, I think. Maybe. Oh man. That sagged in there. Yeah. Oh, right up over it. Yeah. There's Will, there's Way. I mean, right down through it. What do you say about that? Alright, I think we're done. Right here. Yeah. All right. Good work. What's up, peeps? Well, back at it again. I just wanted to make a quick semi-comparison video. Unfortunately, it's not a straight one-to-one comparison because they're both equipped slightly differently, and that's going to show in the results. I'm just going to go through the basic features of each chassis and give you my opinion of how it went down. So here we go with the Vanquish. The Vanquish, and then you have the Red Cat Ascent 10 scale. The tires are a similar height. The track is about the same. The Vanquish, they go with your traditional coilover shocks, all aluminum, feel real nice. Your battery's placed a little bit aft of center, kind of like the Red Cat. It's basic, basic metal plastic construction. I did add some ounces up here. Maybe three and a half ounces of weights. I didn't have as much as I did over here. The servos are not the same, but of similar capacity. They're both being controlled by the same type of controller. This has the Fusion Pro Elite, and this has the Fusion SE. The Pro Elite has a couple more programming options. It has a shorter can, which I really could have used on that older build. Main differences, obviously, is the chassis. The Vanquish keeps all your driveline stuff nice and center. I like that a lot. That makes it a lot smoother. I know for this has helical cut gears and the differentials. I don't think they are on the Red Cat, but I'm not sure on that. But I'll have to, I don't know for sure. They both use the same style drive shafts. But this is way smoother. I can tell right away this transmission's way smoother. It has more gears in it. Unfortunately, the one thing I think it kind of lacks in is, unlike the Red Cat, you get a fixed upper shock mount. There's no adjustability there. Not that it really mattered, because it performed pretty well, as you'll see in the video. There is an air bleed here, I guess. If you want to bleed air out of it, they're vented, I guess. I do have brass on the inside. I'm not gonna, and you can plainly see it. Otherwise, this thing's been built just like it says to build in the kit. It's got a 3-link style front, 4-link style rear, high clearance axles. Chassis mounted servo. Got a skid plate to cover the ESC with. Overall, really nicely built. Really, real nice. It went together really good. Real nice fit and finish. Except for all that. Don't mind all that. Pretend that didn't happen. Now over here is the Red Cat. This is the Ascent, the OG Ascent as they call it, meaning it's not the Fusion, it's the regular brushed model. The chassis is completely stock, other than the fact that I took the limiter springs out of the rear shocks. I left them in the front. The shocks on this thing are crawler specific, meaning you have one small spring down here, and there's a little limiter spring up underneath the piston up in here. That's how you change your rebound rate and whatnot. The motor is mounted off to the side. There's no traditional transmission. It just, you got your pinion, it goes right to your big old spur gear right here. This one does run portals stock, which always kind of concerns me. I've never really had any real problems out of them, but when I get it up at the rocks, They get a little bound up. I get a little worried. Oh, it does have a helically cut gear. I can see the bevel in it. I got, like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Five ounces up here. Stock servo, which has been holding up so far pretty well. It's got the quick one Fusion SE system in it, which I think performs great. It was on stock settings. The battery is the same type of battery. These are Pitbull Rock Beast tires. They're a pretty good tire. I think it's just, I might have silicones in here. I can't remember. They do pretty good when it's dry. I got some missing hardware here, so we're just running 3 on that one. This too is a 3-link chassis. They put the link in a different spot. It's up above the drive shaft. On this one, it's on the opposing side, which probably gives it better articulation. I mean, as far as that goes, kind of hard for me to do that. Let's say this has got, I know this is probably a poor way of showing this, but it's got about the same amount of flex in it. But otherwise, real similar. Same wheelbase. The Vanquish does have slightly taller tires. These are really good. These J Concept ruptures are really good. They sit at similar ride heights. But yeah, I mean, overall, personal opinion, they're about on par with each other. This Vanquish is obviously a really nice chassis, but the Red Cat, you know, should not be slept on. I'm not really rooting for one over the other, but I will say, you know, a lot of people poo-poo on Red Cat, and there's reasons for that, but this, for being as lightly modified as it is, I mean, it could do pretty much anything this could do. Like I said, if I had weights in the tires, in the hubs rather, or if I had brass hubs and, you know, brass hub adapters, it probably would have did a lot better. I can tell it's a little bit lighter. This thing's definitely got some heft to it. And that's before I put the brass on it. But, yeah, there it is, you know. That's my opinion on it. Again, they're both very capable. Both ESCs were set to stock specs. Same battery, same output. That's pretty much it. I mean, you guys can form your own opinion. I like them both. Like I said, if I had some grippier, if I had some grippier tires with some brass down on the hubs like this could have went a lot better. Plus, it's wet out. It just rained, so that's an additional factor. But yeah, this one, in my opinion, is slightly better. Like, but not by a huge degree. Like, it works. It works really well. But the main point they both share is it's kind of hard to get aftermarket parts for them, unlike an Axial, where you just get anything off of Amazon that you want. With Red Cat and Vanquish, you got to kind of go through them. I'm glad I did use the straight axle on this one. The Portal one I heard is badass, but me and Portals, especially on big rigs when you got a lot of weight on them, sometimes it just doesn't work your way, So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope you gleaned some information from this. I'm not the best reviewer out there, but here's my review. Peace. Okay, one more thing I'd like to add now that I'm thinking about it. If it really came down to it, what would I get? Knowing what I know now about RC crawlers, which ain't a huge bump bit at all, but knowing what I know, the Vanquish kit I got for like $230, I think. Plus, throw some mid electronics in it. The ESC was like $150. The servo was free, but imagine $30, then another $30 for that controller. I mean, you're in it for, including tires, depending on the brand, you're in it for about $500. Which is not bad for a crawler built your way. Body and all that, As far as the Ascent goes, if you're just getting into the hobby, don't have the time or the patience to build a crawler, but you want to get into it, and get it running and get it jamming, and go out and just instantly start having fun, the brushed Ascent 18, the brushed 10 scale Ascent is not a bad deal. Even out of the box, it was pretty capable, even with a brushed motor. In fact, my first modification was up to a Hobby Wing 1080 brushed ESC, which made it a lot smoother. With that being said, that was $300 before the modifications. Put the ESC in there. That's like $80. Another tires, wheels, depending upon what you want to run, another $50. That brings you around the same price, give or take. Depending upon how much further you want to go with it. Honestly, if Red Cat would introduce a builder's kit of that chassis and that chassis by itself, and sell it for like, I don't know, $180, $199, that would definitely be a way to go. Because that chassis itself isn't that bad. It's not as refined. It's not as refined as the Vanquish in terms of transmission and drivetrain, but it's got good bones. So Just want to throw that in there while I was thinking about it. Alright, y'all. Have a happy Memorial Day weekend. Peace.